Hey guys, it's Troy here. Been making some paracord jewelry and paracord lanyards and stuff like that. It's really quite handy stuff and quite decorative too. So I thought I'd show you some beads and stuff that I've come across and been looking for to use while producing this stuff, and show you some ways that I've used it, and give you a bit of an idea on what beads I liked and what beads I didn't like. Firstly, over on my Azula here, I've got a little skull bead that has a hole through the top of the head, and I've just weaved it in while doing that braid, and yeah, that's come up quite good. And I got that idea from a gentleman, J&S Lanyards, who I purchased some beads off of on eBay. I'd noticed that he used beads like that in the same fashion, and I thought it was a really good idea. So I copied that, and I think it looks brilliant. And yeah, it's quite decorative. Again, from J&S Lanyards, I'd purchased one of his beads that has the holes in the side of the head, and I've used that to actually use as the clasp on my paracord bracelet. And that works really well. It adds a new dimension and just makes it a bit more decorative. And those beads there are, these are really quite affordable things. They're only a few dollars each. Again, the same bead I've weaved through the sides of the head on this key ring, and just let those hang down like that. I'll just give it a tap so we focus. Shooting on an iPhone, and yeah, there we go. That's how it works, and that works quite well. All the beads over in this portion of the board, these are all J&S beads. The two small ones here, the one with the hole in the top of the head is the one that you saw over on the Azula lanyard, and yeah, it's quite a good little bead. It fits 550 paracord quite easily. There's another bead of the same skull design. He has holes in the sides of the head, and that only fits about 450 size paracord, but it is quite a good looking bead, and if you're doing anything with the lighter paracord, that would be a great bead for those tasks. Stepping up a size, the two that is the one that you'd seen on my bracelet, paracord bracelet. It's got the holes in the side of the head. That's quite a good bead and very affordable. And then there's another version of that has the hole in the top of the head, and that fits 550 paracord very easily. That would fit 2 strands of it in there, I reckon. It's important to know those things when you when you're doing this stuff, but you don't always know until you buy it. These beads here are also from the J&S site on eBay. Come in pewter, bronze, and whatever that dark one is, and they look absolutely beaut. They're great. Hole in the head, fits 550 paracord quite easily. A very weighty bead, and very good quality and very affordable. I think for the 3 of those, it's under $20 to buy them in a pack of 3 like that. There's also this large bead. I haven't found a use for this. It's a bit of a weird bead. It's got a very large hole, and it's a very interesting shape. It'd be something for finishing off on, like that, just to cap off a braid. But I haven't used that one yet. Coming over here, there's a Spartan bead. This is by Spartan Knives. This is a beautiful bead. Again, it's quite weighty, and fits 550 paracord very easily, and just looks really cool. I think I paid $8 for that bead from this gentleman here, Cutting Edge Knives. He sells a lot of stuff in Australia. Great bead. All these 4 things here are all from John Fitzen. 3 of them are beads, I guess you could call them, and then there's a John Fitzen Skull Ring, which I'll talk about. This is oh well, I've got a mental blank. This is this is the Oni skull. I'll actually got this by default. John had overcharged me on some postage, and I'd asked him if he could send me another Punisher skull. but instead he sent me this. He must have been a bit short on Punisher Skull, so that was really nice of him to make up the difference with the postage. We had a little bit of difficulty getting the postage right. Oh yeah, that's his Manuki. I haven't found a use for this yet. It'll go on a flat surface of some kind, and yeah, it's quite a cool little bead. Well, it's not a bead, but it's a cool little piece of decorative metal, and yeah, I will find a use for that. This is his Punisher Skull. This is a great bead. They're worth $40, and that's quite expensive. But that being said, though, it is seriously a great bead. I've used it on a couple of different things, and in the end I've taken it off because I didn't think the items that I'd produced actually did this bead justice. So I'm working on a couple of different ways that I can incorporate it into some jewellery, and yeah, I'll when I get it right, it'll definitely be getting worn. It's a great bead. It's really good. This is John's skull ring. I purchased this at the end of last year. Not too many people had these when I got it, but I understand that John's probably going to put these into production now. So I'll just give you a really good look at it. It's quite heavy. It's got a lot of silver in it. It feels quite different to this silver ring though. Well, there's two separate rings, but the metal actually feels quite different. Yeah, can't say too much about it. It feels really good to wear, and yeah, it's quite a nice ring, if a little bit rustic. So yeah, there are some beads and some jewellery I've been working on. I've made some things for some family and friends, and yeah, I think these things from JNS Lanyards on eBay. Go and check his site out because he's got really good value. If you've got a little bit more money, I'd definitely step up and get one of these. It's just a great bead. There's a Matchbox give you an idea. And these Spartan beads are also really good value for their money. I think in America you can actually pick these up a lot cheaper than the $8 that I paid for mine over here. Well, yeah, so I hope it's been informative. If you're looking to make some paracord stuff and you want to decorate it out, there's a few ideas for you and a few locations where you can get some stuff. See ya.